Good afternoon, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, viewers across the world. Welcome to today's presentation where we are going to explain Mathematics Paper 2 2024 GCE. Okay, so we'll answer all the questions that you can face in the exam for this 2024 GCE Mathematics Paper 2. Let us get started and see how the questions were under the 2024 Mathematics GCE Paper 2. Okay, so the first question, it was saying, a box contains 6 identical beads, 2 of which are red and the rest are green. 2 beads are selected at random from the box, one after the other without replacement. Draw a tree diagram to illustrate this information. Okay, so they are saying in total you are having what is 6 beads. Okay, 6 beads. Then from there they are saying 2 of which are red. 2 red. Okay, now how many green beads were there? So just say 6 minus 2, you get what? 4, meaning 4 what? Green. Okay, so from there now you can have the what? The presentation on the diagram. So this was question 1A. So your tree diagram will be like this. Okay, so you're going to have a red here and the green, because there is a red beads and green beads. So here again you're going to have red. So here red, here green. Here you're going to have red, here you're going to have green. Okay, so now you are having how many red beads? 2 in total. So you say 2 out of the total beads which were there. So it will be 2 out of the total beads is 16. From there, green, you are having 4 out of the total beads, which is what? 6. Then after that, you have now the outcomes. Okay, this side, the first selection, then the second selection, and the outcomes at the end. So the first pick, the second pick. So under the second pick, we are going to pick where we have the same color, which is the red. We subtract here, so it will be 2 minus 1, we get 1 over 6 minus 1, we get what? 5. So this denominator that we are having, we'll take it all the way up to the end here. Then from there, we have a green here. Okay, red, green, different color. So we're going to say green, it is 4. Here you will not pick over what? 5. From there you have green, red. So here under green, red, you are not going to pick. You bring back the original 2. So you say 2 out of what? 5. Okay. After that, you have now green, where you are going to interfere with the what? The 4. So you say 4 minus 1, you get 3 out of what? 5. Okay. That's what you were supposed to do what? To do there. Okay. Then in the possible outcomes here, you are going to have probability of red, probability of red, green, and then here probability of green, red. Here you're going to have probability of green. Okay, so from there we need to get the possible outcomes. I'm sure you are following, guys, wherever you are. Please don't forget to have the Z material app. We are doing this for the sake of you guys who are having challenges with mathematics. So we made sure to say all these things, they are there under the Z material app. So this is a grade 11 topic, which is probability. Okay. Then from there, we say 2 multiplied by 1, we get 2 over 6 multiplied by 5, we get 30. We can reduce this, we'll have 1 over what? 15. Coming here, we're going to have probability of red, green, which is 2 multiplied by 4. We have 8 over 30. Reduce this, you can say 2 here, that is 4 over 15. Okay. Again, here you have green, red, you multiply this and that, you have 8 over 30, reduce it, you have 4 over 15. Here you do the same, you have 4 multiplied by 3, you get what? 12 over 30. You say 3 here, that is 4, 3 here, that is what? 10. Okay, then you can say 2 here, so we can just use the 6, we go direct. Okay, you say 6 here goes how many times? That is 2 over 6 here, that is what? 5. Done with the possible what? Outcome. So you've answered question 1A. We go to question 1B. What is question 1B saying? They are saying calculate the probability that the beads selected are of different what? Colors. So B, probability of different colors. What are we going to do to find the probability of different colors? So you have different colors where you have this one. green red and the red green. Okay, so you just say 4 over 15 plus, you also have 4 over 15. Then you add these two, you are going to have 15, then 15 into 15, you get a 1. 1 multiplied by 4, it is 4 plus. 15 into 15, 1. Multiplied by 4, you have another 4. You add these two, you get what? 8 over what? 15. Okay, so this was the what? The answer for probability of different what? Colors. So if you are picking the different colors, this was the what? The possible answer that you were supposed to find there. Okay, we move on to question number 2. Rather, question 1B. So question number 1B, it is the set. Okay, so it was under the set where you were having this question, which was like this. Then from there you were having this. They were saying this is R, this is P, and this is what? Q. Okay, something like this, guys. So please don't forget to download the Z Material app so that you benefit from it. You have 12 there, you have X here, you have X plus 1 here, then you have 2X plus here 1. Okay. Now, what you have to understand here, when you go to the Z Material app, we explained these things, right? So this R is a subset of P because R is under P. So R is a subset of P. Okay. So now they are saying we find the value of X such that the number of elements in P are 18. If the number of elements in P is equal to what? 18. If number of elements in P is equal to 18, we find the value of X. Okay. So what we are supposed to do here is this. We are going to add, okay, the elements that we find in what? P. So you have X plus 1 plus 2X plus 1 is equal to what? 18. Okay, we add these elements that we can find in what? In P there. Then after that, we say X plus X, we get 2X plus 2X, we get what? 4X plus 1 plus 1, we get what? 2. Okay, so we're going to have a 2 is equal to what? 18. After that, we group like terms. This 2 goes this side. We are going to have a 4x is equal to 18 take away 2. We have 4x is equal to what? 16. After that, let's divide both sides by what? 4, so that we get to know the value of x. 4 into 4, you have x is equal to 4 into 16, you get what? A 4. So the value of x was what? 4. You have your what? Your answer. Okay, next they are saying number of element in R complement. So this was B, Roman numeral number 1. Roman numeral number 2, they are saying number of element in R complement. So R complement, we now exclude what? R here. So we add now, which is 12 plus. What is this x? This x, we know here there is a 4 now. So we're going to say plus 4 plus. Here it is 2x. So 2 multiplied by 4, we get 8 plus 1. Okay. Then after that, you add 12 plus 8, you get 20. 20 plus 4, you get 24. 24 plus 1, you get what? 25. Okay. Done deal. I'm sure you are following, right? So when you go to the Z Material app, these things they are there. We explained them on how you can find them. Okay. Next is Roman numeral number 3. They are saying number of element in R union Q close bracket. Okay. Number of element in R union Q. So the elements that we can get in R and Q. Okay. So in Q we have 12 plus 4 plus, here you have 4 plus 1. So 4 plus 1, which gives you what? 5. Okay. Then from there you add 12 plus 4, you get a 16. Okay. 16 plus 5, you get 21. Okay. So the answer was 21 there. Okay. You can't involve 2x plus 1. Why? Because they are not part of what? R there. I'm sure you are following, guys. Right? Next, we go to Roman numeral number 4. Roman numeral number 4, they are saying number of element, open bracket, P intersection Q, close bracket, complement there. Okay. So now, What are we going to do here? They are complementing now the intersection of P and the Q, which is this part here. Okay, so we are going to add these which are outside the intersection, where we are going to have a 12 plus. Here we have x plus 4, which is giving us what here? 5. Okay, so we're going to have the 5 plus, here it is 2 multiplied by 4, which is 8, plus 1, which is 9 there. So this one is giving us what? A 9. So we have a 9 there. Then you add 9 plus 5, you get 14, right? So this is 14, 14 plus 12. So 14 plus 12, you get 26. So you have 26 as your what? Your answer there. I'm sure you guys, you are following there. Okay. So we are done with question number 1. We go to the next question, which is question number 2. Okay, construction. So question 2, it is saying, answer the whole of this question on a sheet of a plain paper. Okay, so construct a quadrilateral PQRS in which PQ 10 centimeters. So we draw, this is our 10 centimeter PQ. After that, they are saying angle SPQ. So S has to be up there. SPQ is 70 degrees. So measure the 70 degrees here. Okay, so our 70 is here, 0, 10, 20, 30, okay? So the 70 degree is here. Then from there, they are saying QR 6.5. QR is up 6.5. You're going to bisect the 6.5. Okay, QR 6.5. Okay, so this is my 6.5. I have to bisect it like that. Next, they are saying PS 5 centimeters. PSS is 5 centimeters. I have to bisect again the 5 centimeters. So that is my 5 centimeters. Okay. Then next they are saying and SR 7 centimeters. SR, so SR will join. Okay. So it is like this. Please, guys, draw a line there. Okay, from there, they are saying PS, okay, and then SPQ 7, QR 6.5 centimeters, PS 5 centimeters. So this is S, okay, the S is here, so that is my S. And then PS 5 centimeters and SR, they are 7 centimeters. So SR, I'll measure the centimeters that they are asking me to measure, which is a 7 here. Okay, so that's it. Or I can bisect if I want. They are saying 7 centimeters. I can just do this. Then I stand on S here. From there, I make the arc. Okay, where these two arcs are meeting, that's my what? 7 centimeters. So like this. Then I will draw this one, join QR straight to that point there. Remember, you have to target this point to be a 7 centimeters. And then from there, I now join this one. Okay, so this is S, this is what? R. Don't forget, they are saying PS, it is 5 centimeters, SR 7 centimeters, and QP, you are dealing with PQ, okay, QR, you are dealing with 6.5 centimeters. Done. Next, they're saying measure and write the length of P, measure and write the angle PQR. PQR, so they want this angle here. What is this angle which is here? Okay, so you measure this angle here with the protractor. You go there, you measure it, you get 75. Okay, so this is 75 degrees. All right. Next, they are saying on your diagram, construct the locus of points within the quadrilateral PQRS, which are 3 centimeters from PQ. So PQ 3 centimeters. All right. So we are going to measure the 3 centimeters. PQ 3 centimeters. Okay. 3 centimeters. Okay. So I go there. 3 centimeters. All right. like this. Then from there, another arc like that. Okay, so on top of these two arcs, we are going to draw a line. Okay, on top of this, we draw a line. Okay, I'll name this as PQ. So PQ is equal to 3 centimeters. Okay, next they're saying equidistance from PS and SR. So PS and SR. So I go to S, PS and SR. I go to S. Here on S, I'll make the arc. Okay. On arc and SR, again the arc. From there, I go to SR. I strike the arc. I go to the SR arc. Okay. Where these two arcs are meeting, I'll draw a line. Okay. So a line should come from S, passing straight there. Okay, like this. Okay. You have your what in? Your answer. Next, they're saying L is a point inside the quadrilateral PQRS such that it is 3 centimeters from PQ and equidistant from PS and SR. Label the point L. Okay, so this is the point L. This is the point L. Next, they are saying M is the midpoint, is another point inside the quadrilateral PQRS such that it is less than or equal to 3 centimeters from PQ. Less than or equal to 3 centimeters from PQ. So you can just do this. You don't want the upper part. They're saying less than. Okay, and the nearer to PS than SR, so nearer this side than that side. Okay. Indicate clearly by shading the region in which M must lie. So M will lie in this region, which is here. This region. This region, this region, this one. Okay, so they are saying M here. Okay, this is M. Done. That is your what? Your answer. So this is how you were supposed to answer question 2, guys. Okay. Then after that, we go to question number 3. Let us deal with question number 3. Question number 3. It is saying express 2 over x plus 2 minus 5 over 3x minus 1 as a single fraction. You have your 3 marks there, guys. So now, what we are supposed to do here is this, okay? What we are supposed to do here is this. Just bring the common denominator. What is the common denominator? These two will be the common denominator. When you understand these things, you'll be enjoying to get the 3 marks. So this topic is algebra. So the common denominators here, it is x plus 2 and the 3x minus what? 1. So the numerator to the left side, you multiply with the denominator to the right side. So it will be 2 open bracket, 3x minus 1 close, then minus 5. The numerator this side, you multiply with the denominator to the left side. So 5 open bracket, x plus 2 close the bracket. All right. Then from there, you expand the bracket. Okay. You're going to expand the bracket. Please, you need to be enjoying these things. So what you're supposed to do, guys, just have the Z material up with you, and then you'll be enjoying these things. Okay. So 2 multiplied by 3x, we get 6x. 2 multiplied by negative 1, we get negative 2. Negative 5 multiplied by x, we get negative what? 5x. Negative 5 multiplied by 2, we get negative what? 10. Over, we have open bracket, x plus 2, close, open, 3x minus 1. Okay? After that, we group like terms, or you subtract and add. 6x minus 5x, we get what? X. Okay? Then negative 2 and negative 10, you get negative what? 12. Over, you have x plus what? 2 in bracket. Don't forget to put the brackets here. Once you forget to put the bracket, your answer will be wrong. Then open bracket, you have 3x minus 1 close. This is your what? Your answer. You have your 3 marks, which is 1, 2, 3. Okay? Done there. We go to question number 3B. That was question 3A. So now we go to question 3B. How are we going to get the question 3B, guys? Okay, question number 3B. This is vectors. When you go to grade 12 topics under the Z material app, these things, they are there. Okay. So they are saying AX is the ratio to AB is equal to 2 to what? 3. This is the ratio, okay? Then the diagram is here. Let me draw a diagram nicely so that we enjoy the vectors here, guys, okay? Then something like this, okay? You have O here, you have A there, you have B here, then you have a line joining straight here, then you have X here, you have a Y there, okay? Then you have this direction, you have A there and the vector B here in this way. I'm sure you are able to see. Okay, now they are saying express in terms of A and OB. The first one they are saying AB, then the second one, which is B, they are saying XB, the C they are saying XO, okay? Then D they are saying given also that OY, that is vector OY is equal to 3OX, okay? Show that BY is equal to A plus B. All right. Let us deal with this question, guys, together as a class. Okay, now AB, they are saying vector AB, okay? Please follow me clear here. AB is very simple, just follow the direction of the vectors, okay? Once you understand the direction of the vectors, then you'll be enjoying these things. So AB, for us to find AB, we'll say now, this is B, so BA. Question 3, BA, you're going to say AB is equal to negative AO. Why are we saying negative, guys? Under the Z material app, we explained to say we are changing the direction of the what? The vector. So it will be negative AO plus OB. Okay. Then from there, what is AO? We are going to have negative A plus B. This is our answer. Or you can say B minus A. It is the same there. Right? So here we are going to say B, vector B minus vector A. That is our answer. We come to the next one. They are saying XB. So XB, okay, XB. Now, how are we going to find the XB? We have been given the ratio to say AX, it is 2, meaning AX is 2, and the AB, it is 3. So from here to there, it is 3. From here to there, it is 2. So meaning this is 1. Because we'll say 3 minus what? 2, we get 1. So XB is 1, okay? From here to there, it is 3. From here to there, it is 1. So what is this? You just say 3 minus what? 2, you get what? 1. XB, it is 1. Okay. And then from there, they are saying we find the XB. So we just say B. XB is equal to 1 over 3 AB. We use the ratios. Okay. XB is equal to 1. This is 1 over the full, which is 3. The full is 3 for AB. Now we have the AB which is there. So you just say 1 over 3, open bracket. We have vector B minus vector A. Done. That is your answer. So you come here, you just say 1 over 3, open the bracket, vector B minus vector A. That's it, guys. I'm sure you are following these things and you're enjoying them. They're very simple. So please, don't forget to have the Z Material app so that you learn more. Okay? No more going to the Clouded Tuition Center where you'll be expending hours without understanding these things. You have now the privilege of learning mathematics through the Z Material app. We move on to C. C, they are saying XO. Okay? Now, XO, we are changing the direction because we have OX. So the direction of the vector is like this. OX. Now they are saying XO. Okay? So XO, since they are saying XO, what are we going to do here to find the XO? So XO, we are going to say XO is equal to XA and AO. Okay? So XO, we'll say C. XO is equal to XA. So we are going to have XA, which is a negative direction, then minus XO minus OA, okay. From there, we're going to have XO is equal to, what is our XA? So XA, what is there on XA? We are going to use the ratios here, okay? We are going to use the ratios. So XA, we know it is what? 2, okay? So we are going to use XA, it will be XA over AB, okay? Let us use the ratios here. So we are going to use the ratios. XA will say 2, negative 2 over 3, okay? Negative 2 over 3, AB minus AO. Then from there, we'll say XO is equal to negative 2 over 3. What is our AB? AB, we know we have B minus A, okay? Close. Then we have minus vector A there, okay? Done. Then from there, we can now expand them. After expanding, we are going to have XO, okay, the direction of the vector, is equal to negative 2 over 3 vector B minus 2 over, so it will be plus now, because negative multiplied by negative, it will be positive. So it will be plus 2 over 3 vector A minus A there, okay? So from there, we work on these two, because they are the same. So we are going to say the common denominator here, this is over 1, it is 3. So 3 into 3, 1. 1 multiplied by 2A, you get 2A. Okay, 1 into 3, it is 3. 3 multiplied by negative A, you get negative what? 3A. Okay, negative 3A. Then here you're going to have 2 over 3B plus. Okay, I'm sure you are following there. From there, here we say different signs. What do? We subtract here. Different signs we subtract. So we are going to have 2 over 3B, and then minus A over 3. Okay, this is the vector, this is the vector. Okay, you have your answer. Just like that. If you want, you can simplify further. You say, what is common here? It is 1. So you can say 1 over 3, open the bracket. You are going to have 2 vector B minus vector A there, close. It is the same there. If you want to simplify further there, then that's what you guys, you are getting. Okay. But we have forgotten a negative here. So we have a negative here. We have forgotten this negative and the negative there. Meaning, even this one will have a negative. So what is common? It will be negative 1 over 3. Okay. Thank you. We move on to the next one where they are saying, given also that OY is equal to 3OX. So OY is equal to 3OX. Show that BY is equal to A plus B. Okay, we are going to show now. We come to D. I'm sure you guys are enjoying these things. When you go to the Z material app, these things, they are there, well explained with the aim of letting you to understand the mind. So we are going to say BY, vector BY is equal to, so how are we going to find BY? BY, for us to find BY, we say BO, okay, plus O, okay, OY. Okay, so OY, yes. So we are going to say negative BO plus OY. Okay, now come here. They are saying OY is 3OX. So we now substitute here. We are going to say BY is equal to negative B plus, what is OY? OY, they are saying it is 3OX. So here where there is OY, we say 3, open bracket. What is our OX? They are saying OX there. So what is our OX? Our OX, we have it as XO, which is this one. So meaning that we have changed the direction. Okay? OX. Now here they are saying OX, but there we have XO. So we are changing the direction. Meaning these will be now what? Our positive. So we're going to have them as what? The positive, all of them, because we've changed the direction of the vector. So we're going to have 2 over 3B, then plus A over 3 vector there, close. Okay. From there, we now simplify them. Okay, we now simplify them. So let us see what we're going to get when we simplify them. What are we going to get? So what we're going to get is this. We are going to have by is equal to, we can say 3 into 3. So even here we multiply by 3 because we have a 3 here. So 3 into 3, we are going to have a 1. So we have b, negative b plus, okay? Then here we're going to have 1 multiplied by 2b, we have 2b. Then 3 and 3 cancels there, we're going to have 1 multiplied by a, we have what? Positive what? A, like this, okay? Then from there, different signs here, we subtract. This is negative b, this is 2b. So it is the same as 2b minus b, we get here, by is equal to b plus a, okay? Are they the same? A plus b, yes, they are the same. Okay, then you say, hence, shown that by is equal to vector a plus vector b, like that, right? You have your what? Your answer, guys. Okay, we move on to the next question. Okay. Okay. Question 4. Question number 4a. 4a. The question was saying solve the equation 7 minus 2x squared is equal to x. Giving your answers correct to 2 decimal places. You have 5 marks there, guys. Just for that one, 5 marks. Okay. Now, the first thing that you are supposed to do is rearranging them. Okay. So when you rearrange them, you're going to have negative 2x squared. When you go to the Z material app, we explained always to say the value with the square. The coefficient with the square always is your a. Then it will be minus. This is positive. This side it will be negative. So negative x plus 7 is equal to 0. Okay. After that, you will come up with the formula which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This is x is equal to. Okay. So this formula you'll be given. All right. From there, always this is your a, this is your b, this is your c. Constant, without a number. Okay. After that, let us substitute. You're going to have x is equal to, what is our b? It's negative 1. So you say negative multiplied by negative, here you have a positive. So you're going to have 1 plus or minus the square root of b is negative 1 to the power 2 minus 4, open the bracket. Our a is negative 2, close, open bracket, 7, close, over 2, open, negative 2, close. Okay. Then from there you have x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 1. Negative multiplied by negative is positive. So 4 multiplied by 2, 8. 8 multiplied by 7, 56. So 1 plus 56 over negative what? 4. Okay. Then where I am here, I'll just punch everything on a calculator. When you go to the Z Material app, you will watch these videos, the videos on these questions and how you can punch everything at once and have the answer there. Okay, so you can do the same when you have your own free time and see what you can get, or just go to the Z Material app and watch them. So 1 plus 56, I have 57. Okay, so I'll just say 1 plus the square root of 57, okay, what do I get? I get 8.549, then divide that by negative what? 4. I divide my answer by negative 4, I get negative 2.137. So my x is negative 2.14, because they are saying to 2 decimal places, or x is equal to I have 1 minus the square root of square root of 57. I get negative 6.4 divided by negative 4. I get positive 1.637. So it will be positive 1.64 to 2 decimal places. Okay, so these are the answers that you were supposed to do to get when you were dealing with these questions. Okay, so let me confirm once more. I have 1 plus the square root of 57. I get that answer divided by negative 4. I get negative 2.14. Negative 2.14. All right, done. That is what we are supposed to get, guys. We move on to the next one, which is question 4b. So question 4b, it was under matrices. When you go to the Z material app, these things, they are there. We explained them. They are saying matrix B is given by, you have a 4, an x, a negative 1, and a negative 3x. Okay, close. After that, they are saying find the value, Roman numeral number 1, find the value of x for which the determinant of b is 22. We find the value of x for which the determinant of b is 22. So they are saying the determinant is equal to 22. Okay, so whenever you are dealing with matrices, multiplication of matrices, or you are finding the determinant, the first thing, it is major diagonal. So it is major diagonal, which is 4 multiplied by negative 3x. So you have 4 multiplied by negative 3x minus. You go to the minor diagonals, open bracket, you have negative 1 multiplied by x, close bracket, is equal to 22, which is the determinant. Okay, remember this is paper 1, you need to show your work, paper 2. So 4 multiplied by negative 3, you get negative 12x. Okay, negative 1 multiplied by x, you get negative x. Negative x multiplied by this negative here, you get positive what? X is equal to what? 22. Okay, different signs you subtract. So you get negative 11x is equal to 22. From there, you divide both sides by negative 11. Then negative 11, you get positive x is equal to negative 2. This was the value of x. So the value of x was negative 2. Okay. We move on to the next question where they're asking us to find the inverse of the matrix B. How are we going to find the inverse of the matrix B, guys? So we'll just say B inverse, this is the second Roman numeral. B inverse is equal to, let us write the matrix set the way it is supposed to be. So this matrix is supposed to be 4. Where there is x, we know there is negative 2. Here we have negative 1. Here we are going to have negative 2 multiplied by negative 3. We have positive 6, like this sign. Then after that, now we can say the B inverse is equal to 1 over the determinant, which is 22. Then the matrix of B, okay, the matrix of B, you change the minor diagonals, major diagonals, swap them. You're going to have a 6, okay. Then the minor diagonals you multiply by negative 1. So meaning this is positive now because of a negative. This will be negative 1 multiplied by negative 2, you get a 2. Then here you're going to have what? A 4. Okay, done deal here. You can end there. It will be marked. In case you want to complete it further, you're going to say 1 multiplied by 6, you get 6 over 22. Then here you're going to have 2 over 22. Here you're going to have 1 over 22. Here you're going to have 4 over 22. But when you reach this stage, you won't stop here. You proceed. Okay? You say 6, 2 here, it is 3. So you're going to have B inverse is equal to 1 over, okay, sorry, not 1. You are going to have 2 here, that is 3 over 11. And then down you are going to have 1 over 22. Here you say 2 here, that is 1 over 2 here, that is 11. Okay, and then 2 here, that is 2. 2 here, that is 11. Okay, this will be your final answer if you want to proceed, guys. Okay, we now move on to question number 5. Question number 5. It was under calculus, which is very simple question, guys. A, they are saying integrate 2, negative 1, and then open bracket 6x to the power 5 minus x to the power 4 plus 3x minus 1 close the dx. Differentiate with respect to x. Okay. So now, when it is like this is integration. You know what it means to integrate. You'll be increasing the power by 1 and dividing the coefficient by the what in the power. So we are going to integrate this. So integrate this. When you go to the Z Material app, we explained about these things. Okay. So you need to be enjoying these things. Whenever you have the Z Material app in your phone, at your own free time, you will be able to learn mathematics with us. We are always there. All the topics from grade 10 to grade 12, they are there. We were explained with the aim of letting you guys to understand them. Okay, so here we are now going to say 6x, so 5 plus 1 will get what is 6 over 6 minus x to the power 4, so it will be 5 now, because 5 plus 1 we are integrating, increasing the power by 1, so we say plus 1 plus 1. After increasing, you divide the coefficient by the power. So here we're going to have a 5 over 5, then plus 3x to the power 2 over 2 minus this one, it will be x. Okay, we involve the x on the constant over what you want, so we can just leave it there. So say the y over the dx is equal to like that, and then we reduce them. 6 into 6 will have x power 6 minus 5 rather x to the power 5 over 5 plus 3x to the power 2 over 2, then minus x. Okay, when you reach at that stage, you are going to use this now expression that you are having to substitute with a 2, and in the other expression with a negative what? 1. So what we are going to have here is 2 to the power 6 minus, open the bracket, you have 2 to the power 5 over 5, then plus 3, open bracket, you have 2 to the power 2 over 2 minus 2. Done. So here you're done. Next you say minus, you go to the next one. Again you're going to do the same. You're going now to substitute a negative 1. Okay, where there is x. So you're going to have negative 1 to the power 6. Okay, minus, open bracket. You have negative 1 close to the power 5 over 2 plus 3, open bracket, negative 1 close the power 2 over 2. Negative, negative, it will be positive here. So you have plus 1. Okay. From there, you can punch these on a calculator. You have 2 to the power 6, which will give you 64. Okay, you can use the calculator there and punch and see what you're going to get. 2 to the power 6, we get 64. So here you're going to have 64 minus 2 to the power 5 is 32 over 5, then plus 2 to the power 2, you have 4 multiplied by 3, you have 12 over 2, then minus 2, done deal there. Then here it is minus, open, negative 1 to the power 6, you get positive 1, okay. And then here positive 1, negative, negative, it will be positive 1 to the power 5, it is positive 1 over 2, then plus, negative 1 to the power 2 is positive 2 multiplied by 3, it is 3 over 2 plus 1, okay. And then these now, I can just divide them and add or subtract where necessary. So I'll just say 64 minus, here I'll say 32 divided by 5, I get 6.4. So 6.4 plus 2 into 12, I get a 6 minus 2 in bracket like this, then minus bracket, I have 1 plus 0.5 plus this into that, I get 1.5. Let's see, let me confirm. 3 divided by 2, I get 1.5. Okay, I'm right. Plus 1. Okay. Then from there, I'll say 64. Brackets of division, multiplication, addition. So I'll say 64 plus 6. I get 64 plus 6. I get 70. So 70. Oh, this is 6 minus 2. So now I have 70 minus 6.4. So 6.4. Again, I get 63.6 minus 2. I get 61.6. So 61.6 minus. Okay. So here now I'll say minus. There, what am I getting? I get 1 plus 0.5. Okay, plus 1.5 plus 1. I get 4. So here I get 4. Okay, so I'll have 61.6 minus 4. I get 57.4. So my answer is 57.4. That is what It is showing me here. Okay, now, what if we are using the fractions which are there? Are we going to get the same answer? Let us try to involve the fractions and see if we can get the same answers that we've gotten here. Let us try to use the fractions and see if we can get the same answers. Okay, so if we are here, we are using the fractions. We are going to have 64 minus 32 over 5, then plus 12 over 2 minus 2. This is over 1. This is also over what? 1. What is the common denominator here? It is 10. I will just increase the numbers here. So it is okay, just like that. The numbers will be increased, and then we'll start now again reducing them. Okay? So we can just work out on them. If you want, you say 10. 1 into this 640. 640 minus 32 minus plus 1060, then minus 10. It will give you the same answer. So you can work out on that one, and then you still get the same answer, just like that. Okay, we move on to the next one. Okay, the next one, there is a B, 5B. So 5B, it is under computer mathematics. They are saying the flowchart below shows steps that are carried out in calculating and displaying the area of the sector, given its radius r and the angle of the sector theta. Okay, write a pseudocode corresponding to the flowchart above. So we are going to write a pseudocode. So first, there is a start. We write a start here. So I will say start. Okay, then next, there is enter radius and okay, so we say enter. Here you say enter. Enter r comma theta. Okay. Then next they are saying is r less than 0. So is changes into, you have a diamond there. So you say if. So if r is less than 0. Okay. There is yes. Yes changes into then. Okay. So you say then. Then. Okay, print. So you say then. Print error. Error is not valid. Okay, inverted commas there. Next, they are saying no. No changes into else. So here you say else. Else. From there is area. So you say area, else area is equal to, open the bracket, you have theta, okay, over 360, then pi r squared, okay, like that. And then there is a clause here, Okay, let me write it nicely. There is a clause there. So there is area is equal to theta over 360 in brackets. Just write the way it is. And then pi r squared. From there they are saying print a. So here you say print. Rather, end if. Before you come here you say end if. So end if, here you say end if, after that you say print. Okay, so here you're going to say print area. You're printing the A. And then after that you have the stop. You have your 5 marks there. Okay. Okay, question 6A. So 6A, this is how we are writing. They are saying you have the equation, geometrical progression, which is 3w minus 2, comma, 3w plus 6, and this is 6, and 3w plus, okay, 3w plus 30. Okay, they are saying we find the value of w. We have 3 marks there. So guys, how are we going to find the value of w there? For us to find the value of w, what we are going to do is geometrical progression. We know it is given by t2 over t1 is equal to T3 over T2. Okay, so this is T1, this is T2, and this is T3. From there, we substitute, guys. We're going to say, what is our T2? You have 3W plus 6 over T1. 3W minus 2 is equal to T3. 3W plus 30 over T2. 3W plus 6. From there, you closely multiply. This 3, you multiply with the entire numerator there. Again, the negative 2 with the entire numerator there. Okay. So 3W multiplied by 3W, you get 9W squared. 3W multiplied by 30, you get positive 90W minus negative 2 multiplied by 3W, you get negative 6W minus 60 is equal to 3W. You are done with this one, 9, with the denominator to the left side and the numerator on the right side. So now it will be the numerator on the left with the denominator on the right. So 3W multiplied by 3W, it is 9W squared plus 3W multiplied by 6, it is 18W plus this and this, it is 18W plus 36. Okay. From there, you are now going to group like terms. Don't fear about the expression which is here. Okay. Just group the like terms. Okay. Now, when we group like terms, we are going to have 9W squared minus 9W squared. This one comes this side. Okay. Plus. Okay. Then from there, we're going to say plus. We are having 90W. So here we can just go directly. 90W minus 6W, we get 84. So we have 84W. Okay. And then here we can say 8W, 18W plus 18W, we get negative 36W. This you add from there, you bring them this side, is equal to, okay, we are going to remain with 36. So this 60 goes that side, you're going to have positive 36 plus 60 there. Okay. Then from there, these two you get a 0 because it is 9W squared minus 9W squared, it will give you a 0. 84W minus 36W, what are we going to get? You can use a calculator, please. This is paper 2. You get 48. So you have 48W is equal to 36 plus 60, you get 96. Okay. Divide by 48 here and by 48 there. You say 48 into 48, you get W is equal to 48 into 96, you get 2. So the value of W is 2. You have your 3 marks, guys, there. We move on to the next question. So the next question was saying, nth term, the nth term, Roman numeral number 2. So nth term under GP is given by AR the power n minus 1. They are not giving this formula under the GP. Okay. So now, what is our first term? We are going to write our expression like it is here, which is 3W. We know now W is 2. So it is 3 multiplied by 2. We get 6 minus 4. Rather, 6 minus 2, comma, 6 plus 6 because W is 2. So it will be 6 plus 6, comma. Here it will be 6 plus 36. So here you're going to have 4, comma, 12, comma, to 42. Okay. Then from there now, we know our first term is a 4. So our first term is a 4. So since our first term is 4, we're going to say A, open bracket, our common ratio is second term divided by first term, which is 3. Okay. If you want, it is this divided by this. Okay, which will still give you what is. So this into that, it is 4. And then 12 divided by 42, we are getting C4 again. Okay. Something is wrong. Let me see. Okay. So 42 divided by 12, we are getting 3.5. How come? So this is 3W. So 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. 30 plus 6. So this is 30 plus 6, not 36. So 30 plus 6, we are getting 36, right? So here we are getting 36, yes. Now we have the constant common ratio. Thank you. So we're going to say the common ratio is 3, okay? Then we are going to have, what is our n? They are saying n term. So we close, we have n minus 1. It ends there. The third Roman numeral, there, they are saying the sum of the first 4 terms. So is our R greater than 1 or less than 1? The common ratio is greater than 1. Therefore, we are going to use the formula which is Sn is equal to A, open bracket, you will have R to the power n minus 1, close, over R minus 1. So from there, the common ratio will be, the formula will be given. So you're going to say, they're saying the sum of the first what terms? The sum of the first 4 terms. So we're going to say S4 is equal to, the first term is 4, open bracket, the common ratio is 3 to the power nth term. Now it will be 4 minus 1 over, common ratio is 3 minus 1, okay? So just here, I will just say 3 to the power 4, I get 81, okay? So it will be 4, open bracket, 81 minus 1, I get 80. So just say 80, close, over 2. Here is subtract. Okay, so you're going to have 80 multiplied by 4. You get 320 divided by 2. You get 160 as the what? Sum there. Done deal. You go to the next question, which is now the last one. Okay, so the last one under section A, they are saying simplify. What are you simplifying? They are saying 10, this is B. They are saying 10, let me write it here, 10A over n to the power 2, n to the power 2 divided by 5a to the power 3 over 2m to the power 2, n to the power 2. So what are we going to do? We just change the sign which is here, guys. When you go to the Z material, these things, they are there. So we'll say 10a over m squared n squared multiplied by 2m squared n squared over 5a cubed. 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 10, that is 2. And a cancel, you have a squared. M squared cancel, M squared cancel, M squared cancel, N squared cancel. You have 2 multiplied by 2, you have 4 over a to the power 2. Okay, that is your what? Your answer. So 4 over a to the power 2. Let me write this properly. Okay, so it is 4 over a to the power 2. There it is. Okay, we now move to section D. Okay, so question number 7. Question number 7A. Okay. So the question is saying answer the whole of this question on a sheet of a graph paper. Okay. Maplanga's carpentry shop makes 2 types of chairs. Okay, A and B for sale. The cost of making each chair is 200 kwacha. The shop has 140,000 kwacha available for making chairs. The number of chairs of type A must be at least 20, while the type B must be at least 10. So what you're supposed to understand here are the terms. At least means what? Greater than or equal to. Okay. Once you understand these terms, then you'll be able to get the what? 12 marks under this question. All right. So they are saying if X represents the number of type A, so X is equal to type A and Y is equal to type B. So we write the 3 inequalities now here. Okay, so the first one, the first inequality, you write here, the first inequality is 200x. So you say 200x plus 200y is less than or equal to what? 140,000. Okay. Then the second inequality, they are saying the number of chairs of type A must be at least 20. Type A 20. So you're going to say x is greater than or equal to what? 20. All right. Then from there, type B must be at least 10. So you say y is greater than or equal to what? 10. Done and dusted. You have your 4 marks. Next, they are saying using a scale of 2 centimeters to represent 10 chairs on each axis. Draw x and y axis for 0 is less or equal to x, less or equal to what? 70. And y is 0 less or equal to y, less or equal to 70. Okay, and shade the what? The regions in where the inequalities will lie. Where the inequalities will lie. Okay, so it is 70 to 70, 2 centimeters to represent 10. Okay, so we'll start from here. Okay, where we are starting from here, we'll just do this, please. You need to be enjoying these things. Whenever you find this question, please run for it because it will give you the full 12 marks. Fine. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. Again here I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70 there, like that. Okay. Now, we now show these inequalities. Okay. So the first one is 200x plus 200y. Okay, which is very simple. What you're supposed to do is this. Okay. So you just say 200x plus 200y is less than or equal to 14,000, 140,000 rather. Okay, so you divide by 200 the entire what equations. So 200, 200, you're going to have x plus 200, 200, y is less than or equal to, cancel 2 zeros. Then here you cancel 2 zeros again. Okay. Oh, it was 2,000 here, sorry. So this was 2,000 here, 2,000. So we're going to have 2,000, 2,000. We cancel 3 zeros. Then we say 2 into 14, that is 7. So it will be 70. Okay. So here we are going to go to 70, 70. So like this, 70, 70. Okay. It is a slant line. We want the less part. So you draw it like that. Okay. You want the less part. So you cancel the great. You don't want the great. You want the less. So you cancel the great part. Cancel the great part. You don't want the greater part. You want the less. You want the less. Next, it is x is greater than or equal to what? 20. So go to 20 there. You draw a solid line. When you draw a solid line there, now you are going to cancel the less part. You want the greater part. You don't want the less. You don't want it. Cancel it like this. Fine. Next, you go to y, where they are saying y is 10. So y is 10 is here. You want the greater part. So you draw a line there. You cancel the less part. You want the greater part. Cancel the less. Cancel like that. Okay. Then after that, you write the R here. This R stands for what? Wanted region. Done and dusted. You have your 4 marks again. 4 plus 4, you have your 8 marks. Next, they are saying given that the profit on each sale is 60 kwacha for type A shares and type B is 30 kwacha. Okay. How many shares of each type should be made to make maximum profit? Okay. Very simple here. What you are supposed to do is this. You are supposed to say the coordinates, get the points from these edges, the edges of the wanted what region. So you're going to form what we call what projected function. So the projected function for this is 60x plus 30y. Then from there we now pick the what the points. Okay, here we have 20 comma, this is 20 comma 50. So you have 20 comma 50. From there you have this one, which is 20 comma 10. So you have 20 comma 10, and the last one is 60 comma 10. So 60 comma what 10. After that, ask me for a calculator. After that, you now substitute in the what projected function that you are having here. Okay. So under the projected function, you just say 60 multiplied by the x value here is 20. So 60 multiplied by 20 plus 30 multiplied by 50, it is giving me 2,700. So this one is giving me 2,700. Next, it is a 60 multiplied by 20 plus 30 multiplied by 10. It is giving me 1,500. Okay. Then this one, it is a 60 multiplied by 60, or rather, so 60 multiplied by 60 plus 30 multiplied by 10. It is giving me 3,900. Okay. Now, you check, where do you have the maximum value? The maximum value is 3,900. And which two coordinates are giving you this amount? The two coordinates are 60, 10. So 60 is type A and 10 is type what? B. So you are going to write here, this is C. So C, you are going to say, so B, you just say refer to the graph. So the marker will refer to the graph. And then C, you are going to say 60 type A chairs, okay? 60 type A chairs and 10 type B chairs. Okay, that's it. These two are the ones which will give you the maximum profit that they are looking for. The last one, they are saying calculate the maximum profit, which is very simple now. So you're going to say D, the maximum profit, write the projected function for them. Okay, just say 60x plus 30y. Then from there, I say 60 multiplied by 60 plus 30 multiplied by 10. Write the total here, which is 3,900 kwacha. Done and dusted. You have your 12 marks. Okay. So here, please don't forget to write your name. Your name always is, mine is Z Materials. I don't know your name. So Z Materials. Okay. So here you write your exam number. That's how we were supposed to handle this question, guys. Okay, so section B, question 9A, they are saying PB is 8.9 centimeters and this is R. This is R. So we have PR, which is 8.9 centimeters. This R, PR 9 centimeter, 8.9 centimeters. And the QR 12.5 centimeters. Calculate PQ. So you have to ask yourself, which rule are you going to apply here for you to calculate this one? Are you going to apply the sine rule or cosine rule? So definitely you are going to apply the cosine rule. Okay. So we are going to say Roman numeral number 1. You say PQ squared is equal to, you're going to have PR squared plus RQ squared minus 2 open bracket PQ close open, then you have RQ or QR close. Okay, so this is minus here, then cos theta. The theta there is the angle being given. Okay, so you're going to say PQ squared is equal to, what is PR? PR, you have 8.9 squared plus RQ, you have 12.5 squared minus 2 open bracket PQ, it is 8.9 close open 12.5 close, then multiply by cos theta is 136 point, so 136.6 rather 130, so this is 130 point. So you have 130.6. Let me write it properly so that you see. Okay. So we have 130.6 degrees. Okay. From there, you can now punch your work on a calculator there, which is 8.9 squared plus 12.5 squared, okay, then minus 2 multiplied by 8.9 multiplied by 12.5 multiplied by cos 130.6, which is giving me 368. So I have PQ is equal to 368.0072633. Now there is a square here. I will introduce the square root. Okay. Then I have now PQ is equal to, what is the square root of that? It is 19.18. So this is one decimal place. So I will say also 19.2 meters. That is my answer. Done deal, guys. Okay, we move on to the next question where they are saying the area of triangle PQR. So area number 2, so you have your 5 marks there. Area is given by half, okay? So half PR multiplied by RQ multiplied by sine theta. Okay, so whenever you are calculating the area, you say sine, not cos. Area is equal to 0.5 multiplied by PR, it is 8.9 multiplied by 12.5 multiplied by sine. The sine there, they are saying PQR. So P, the area of triangle PQR. Okay, so the area, the sine will be now 130, sine 130.6. Okay, then I have now my area is equal to, okay, so I'll say 0.5 multiplied by 8.9 multiplied by 12.5 multiplied by sine 130.6. It is giving me 42.2. So the area is 42.2 square centimeters. This was the area, guys. Okay, we move on to the next one where they are saying we find the shortest distance from R to PQ. So shortest distance SD is given by, okay, 2A over B. Okay, 2A over B. The A is the area, the B is the base. Okay, so we're going to have shortest distance is equal to 2 multiplied by the area is 42.2 over the base here. This is the base now. So the base we found to say it is 19.2. So 19.2. Then you have shortest distance is equal to, you multiply there and divide. So you have 2 multiplied by 42.2, you get 84.4 divided by 19.2, you get 4.395. So it will be 4.4 centimeters. Okay, if you want, you can do like this. You say shortest distance. Where there is shortest distance, you put the area, which is 42.2 is equal to, so it will be half BH. So half, which is 0.5 multiplied by base, it is 19.2 multiplied by the height. Okay, then you're going to have 42.2 is equal to 19.2 multiplied by 0.5. It is giving me 3.84. So 3.84H. I want to find the perpendicular height there. So from here, the shortest distance, you do like this. So you want to find this perpendicular distance, which is here. So you divide both sides by 3.84 to find the what height, 3.84. This and this cancels. You have height is equal to, so we divide 42.2 divided by 3.84. I get 10.98. What's the difference? Okay, so let me work on this one once more. 0.5 multiplied by 19.2, it is giving me 9.6. So the mistake is coming here. Okay, let me rub this one to get the same answer, not different answers. So we are saying area is 42.2 is equal to half is 0.5 multiplied by 19.2 multiplied by h. So when I multiply 0.5 multiplied by 19.2, it is giving me 9.6. So I have 9.6h is equal to 42.2. I divide by 9.6, even here by 9.6. This and this cancels. I will have height is equal to 42.2 divided by 9.6. It is giving me 4.395, and then I round off, I get 4.4. So 4.4 centimeters. That is the answer. This and that, they are the same. So you decide which method you would love to go for, guys. Okay. Then The B part, they are saying solve the equation where you have 2 sine x is equal to, not sin, but sine x is equal to 1. For 90 degrees is less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 270. Okay, so now what you have to understand here is this. This is B. When you go to the Z Material app, you will find a diagram like this. So we call this diagram as the cast diagram, where you have this all here are positive. All are positive. Okay, when you come here, only sine is positive, meaning cos and tan, they are negative. Okay, when you come here, only tan is positive, meaning sine and cos are negative. Then when you come here, cos is positive, meaning tan and sine are negative. Okay, so from here, this is 0 to 360, this is 90, this is 180, this is 270. Okay, now they are saying we should find 2 sine x for 1, and then 90 to 270. 90 to 270. So 90 to 270 is here. Okay, and where do we find the sine positive? Sine is positive in here. Okay, where we have 90 to what? To 180, just here. We can't come here because this is 0 to 90. Now they are saying 90 to 180. So our concentration is in the what? Second quadrant. This is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. So our concentration, guys, now is on the what? On the second quadrant, where the sign is positive. So what you're supposed to do here, just punch this. You say 2 divided by what? 1. I mean 1 divided by 2, because you divide both sides by what? 2. Where they are saying sign, guys, you do this sign. They are saying 2 sine x is equal to 1. So you divide both sides by what? 2. 2 into 2, you are going to have sine x is equal to 0.5. But remember, they are saying we find the angle now. So we just say sine, you go to sine 0.5, okay? So shift, you go to shift, sine of 0.5 is what? It is 30. Okay, sine of 0.5 is what? 30. So here you are getting what? 30 degrees. But this 30 degrees is not our answer. Remember, they are saying the angle lies in between 90 to 270. So where does sine positive now? Sine is positive in the second quadrant. So you are going to say 180 minus 30, which is giving you what? 150 degrees. This is your what? Your answer, guys. Okay. Then next. Okay. So here we are going to say it is 3x to the power 3 minus, we have 6x to the power 2 over, this is c, over, there is x squared minus 2x. So you factorize on top, you are going to have 3x to the power 2, open bracket, you have x minus 2, close, then over, what is common? It is x, open bracket, you are going to have x minus 2, close. Okay, so this and this, they are the same. Now you cancel this, you cancel this. Your answer will be now 3x squared over x. Okay, this is what you are getting, guys. So you are supposed to have this answer here. Okay, if you proceed here, you say x into x squared, you get what? 3x, like this. Okay, so if you say x into x squared, you get what? 3x. Then you are done, guys. All right. Remember to download the Z Material app, because these things that we are having here, for us, we are more like we are revising them. We taught the topics from grade 10 to grade 12. All the topics that you can find in grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12. They are there, well explained, with the aim of letting you guys to understand them. Remember, our Z Material app is always for the freshers and those who feel like they are stranded in some points. They can have the Z Material app and learn from it. Okay, so statistics. The question was saying we calculate the standard deviation. How do we calculate the standard deviation? The first step is to find the mean. So you say mean is equal to summation of fx over summation of what? F. That is mean. So F, it is the frequency as we explained under the Z material up, and the X there, it is the midpoint. Okay. So X is the midpoint that we are getting from the what? The data being given there. Okay. So we are going to say mean is equal to, we need to find the mean first before we find the what? The standard deviation. So question 11A, the mean. Okay. So we are going to say the frequency. The frequency here is 3. Okay, multiplied by the midpoint, we add 10 plus 20, which is giving us 30 divided by 2, we get what? 15. Then plus, the next is frequency is 7, multiplied by, when you add 20 plus 30, you get 50 divided by 2, it is 25. Okay, plus, the next is 12, multiplied by the midpoint there, it is 70, which is 35, plus 15, multiplied by the midpoint there is 45. Okay, plus, please, you can use a calculator. Some of us were used with these things. Okay, so next it is 8 multiplied by, okay, the midpoint when I add 50 plus 60 is 110 divided by 2, that is 55, plus 3 multiplied by, next you add 60 plus 70, that is 130 divided by 2, it is 65, then plus, you have 2 multiplied by the midpoint of 70 and 80, that is 150, it will give us 75, okay. So 75 over, the F there is the total frequency. When you add the frequency being given there, it is 50. So when you add everything now, you are going to get the total frequency as what? 50, okay. Then from there, you are going to punch everything again on a calculator at once. So don't waste the time to say 3 multiplied by 15, you write 45, okay? Punch everything at once there. The answer will be displayed on a calculator. So it is 3 multiplied by 15 plus 7 multiplied by 25 plus 12 multiplied by 35 plus 15 multiplied by 45 plus 8 multiplied by 55 plus 3 multiplied by 65 plus 2 multiplied by 75. Okay, I get 2,100. That 2,100 divided by 50, I get what? 42. So the mean now is what? 42. This is my mean. Okay, but that is not the standard deviation. They are saying we calculate the standard deviation, not the mean. So this mean that we have calculated here is there to help us to find the what? The standard deviation now. So you need to know the formula that you are supposed to use when dealing with a standard deviation. You guys now, you are like, the formulas are there being given, but us, we are not being given. So we are going to say SD, which is standard deviation, is given by the square root of, okay, you are going to say the summation of F open bracket X minus X mean close the power 2 over the summation of what? F. So this X here is the what? Midpoint. This X bar is the what? The mean. Okay. Then from there, you are now going to substitute what you have on top there. The things that you have used to calculate the mean, you are going to substitute in the what? In the standard deviation here that you are having the formula here. So you say standard deviation is equal to the root of, okay, what is our frequency? You just get now. The frequency is this. So you're going to say 3, open the bracket. What is our X? The X is the midpoint, which is now 15. So you say 15 minus, the mean is now 42, close to the power 2. Okay, plus. Next again, you say 7, which is your frequency. Open the bracket. You're going to have, the midpoint is 25, take away, okay, 42, close the power 2 plus. Next, you're going to have 12. Then open the bracket. You have 35 minus 42, close the power 2 plus. Next, you have 15. Then take away 42, close, rather, 15 is our frequency, so 15, open the bracket, you have 45 minus 42, close the power 2 plus, you have 8, open the bracket, you have 55 minus 42, close the power 2, then plus, you have a 3, open the bracket, 65 minus 42 as our mean, close, you have a square plus, the last one is 2, open the bracket, 75, take away 42, close to the power 2, over, don't forget the over here, everything, over what is the frequency, okay? So the frequency is what is 50. Okay, so the root here continues all the way up to there. Then from there, you are going now to multiply. SD is equal to the root of, so where you are here, you can now just punch everything at once. So we can say we get total, we have 3, open the bracket, 15 minus 42, close the bracket, to the power 2, plus 7, open the bracket, you have 25, minus 42, close to the power 2. Okay, what do we get? I get 4,210. So 4,210, when I multiply these two numbers, I get 4,210 plus. Next, I'll start from here, which is 12, open the bracket, I have 35 minus 42, close to the power 2, plus. I have 15, open the bracket, then 45 minus 42, close to the power 2, I get 723. So 723 plus. Okay. So next, I use this and this. Okay. So next I use 8 now. So I will have 8, open the bracket, I have 55 minus 42, close to the power 2, plus 3, open the bracket, I have 65 minus 42, close to the power 2, I get, okay, 2,939. 2,939. The last one is 2, open the bracket, we will have 75 minus 42, close the bracket. Okay, so I close the bracket there, to the power 2, I get 2,178. So plus 2,178. Okay, from there, you have over 50 here. This 50, it is the total frequency. After that, you can add 1, 2, 3, because my 2,178 is already there. So I'll add plus 2939 plus 723 plus 4210. Okay, 4210. It is giving me 10,050. Okay, so 10,050 now you divide by what? 50, which is here. Divide by what? 50. You are getting 201. Now, that 201 now you're going to say the square root of that number is what? It is 14.17. So you just say standard deviation now is 14.2. This was the what is standard deviation you were looking for. Okay. Next we go to the second Roman numeral, which is saying we complete. Okay, answer this part of the question on a sheet of a graph paper. So we are going to use a graph paper, but before we use a graph paper, we can just complete the table which is there. Okay, so let us complete the table which is here and see what we are going to get. All right, so you have max. Then from there, you have cumulative frequency. Okay. So you have max and the cumulative what frequency. All right. So under max you have less than or equal to 10. Next you have less than or equal to 20. And the other one is less than or equal to 30. You have less than or equal to 40. Less than or equal to 50. Okay, less than or equal to 60. Then less than or equal to 70, and the last one is less than or equal to what? 80 there. Okay. Then you have the numbers, which is 0, 3, a 10 there. Then you have a 22 and a 50 there. So you need to find the values which are in these three what? Boxes. Now, how are you going to find the values which are on those three boxes there? You are going to add. So what they did is the values that you're having in the first box there, you add. 0 plus 0, you get a 0. 0 plus 3, you get what? 3. Okay? Then 3 plus 7, which is on top there, you get a 10. 10 plus 12, you get 22. So next you proceed by saying 22 plus, okay, 15. You get 37. Meaning here you're going to have what? 37. Then next you are going to have 37 that you're having plus 8. You get 45. So here you are going to have what? 45. Then 45 plus 3, you get 48. Okay. 48 plus 2, you have the 50, which is there. Done and dusted there. Okay. Now, let us complete it because they are saying using a scale of 2 centimeters to represent 10 marks on the x-axis for 0 is less or equal to x, less or equal to 80, and 2 centimeters to represent the 5 units on the y-axis. We draw the smooth cumulative frequency curve. So question 11, okay. So 11B. We are now plotting, so we start from here, okay. So we are going to have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80 there. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50 there, okay. So now we plot. So let us draw a line here. Please, whenever you are dealing with a graph, don't forget to use what? A pencil. In case you make a mistake there, you need to rub. Okay. So we have the first one, which is 10, 0. It is here. Next, it is 20, 3. 20, 3. So 20, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. Next, it is 30, 10. 30, 10, which is there. You have 40, 22, 40, 22. This is 20, 21, 22 there. Then we also have 50, 37. 50, 37. This is 30, okay. So 35, 36, okay, and then 37. There we are. We have next, which is 60, 45. 60, 45. Here we go. And 70, 48. 70, 48. So our 48 is here. The last one is 80, 50. 80, 50, which is there. Then from there you draw. Join these points that you are having with a pencil, please, and a free hand. Don't use what? A ruler there. Because if you use a ruler, we'll be able to know that you use the what? A ruler there. Okay, that is your what? Your graph done. Then the next one, they are saying we now calculate the 70th percentile. So the 70th percentile, you just do this, please. You say 70th percentile, you say 70 over 100 multiplied by the total frequency. So now our total frequency is 50. So you cancel 0, you cancel 0, cancel 0, cancel 0. It is 7 multiplied by 5, that is 35. So you're going to go on the y-axis. Where is your 35? To the y-axis, the 35 is here. Where my 35 is, I will draw a dotted line which will meet the curve. Okay. So when I draw the dotted line here, the dotted line should meet the curve. So where it is meeting the curve now there, I'll come down. Okay. So I need to draw a line which is coming down. Use a ruler here to measure to ensure that you get the correct measurement there. Okay. So it is here, which is my 9. So I'll just say here 70th percentile. Okay, percentile is equal to 49. Okay, so here you can show to say 70 over 100 multiplied by 50 is equal to 35. Then you go to the 35 mark on the y-axis, and then from there drop down where the line is meeting the graph. You go to the y-axis where the graph now meets the x-axis. You pick the answer from there. Okay, so this is how you were supposed to answer question question number 11. Right, don't forget to write your name, please. Ours is always Z Materials. Okay, so ours is always Z Materials. Done and dusted there. Okay, section B, question 12. It is saying the point P, you have 80 degrees north and 50 degrees west. Q, you have 80 degrees north and 80 degrees east. R is on 50 degrees north and 80 degrees east. And T is 50 degrees north, 50 degrees west. On the surface of the Earth, take pi to be 3.142 and radius to be 370. That is 6,370 kilometers. Okay, draw a sketch to represent the above information. So you're going to draw a sketch. This is 12A Roman numeral number 1. Okay, so you draw the sketch in this way. Then from there, you draw like this. Okay. Don't forget you have the north pole there and the south here. Then you have this. From there they are saying 80 degrees north, which is P. So P is on 80 degrees north. So P is here. because they are saying P again is on the west side and Q is 80 degrees also north, which is on the east side. So this is north. And then they are saying this is 50 degrees, rather 80 degrees west. Okay, so this is 80 degrees east. And then from there you have 50 degrees west. This is 50 degrees west. Next, they are saying the point R is on 50 degrees northeast. So we are still on the northern part. We'll draw like this. We are still on the northern part. And then they are saying north. Okay, so we have R, which is 50 degrees north, okay, and 80 degrees east, okay. And then we have T, so R is on the eastern part, so 50 degrees. This is now a 50 degrees. This is 80 degrees north. Then you have 50 degrees north, which is on the east part. So this is our R here. And then our T is 50 degrees north and 50 degrees west. This is our T. Okay, our T is there. All right, so we are done. We've sketched our graph. Next, they are saying Roman numeral number 2. They are saying calculate the distance QR. So QR and this is Q. Okay. So QR in kilometers. Now you are dealing with a great circle. There is a small circle and a great circle. Remember what we were saying under the Z material app. When you are dealing with a great circle here, you are going to say the distance is equal to theta over 360 degrees multiplied by, okay, then you have 2 pi r. The r there is the radius. Okay, the theta is the angle that you are dealing with. Remember here, you have the 50 degrees north and the 80 degrees north. So 80 degrees north and 30 degrees north, because these two are on the northern part. You're going to subtract, that will be your angle. So 80 minus 50, you get a 30. So you have 30 degrees over 360 multiplied by 2 multiplied by pi. They are saying it is 3.142 multiplied by radius. They are saying 6,370 kilometers. Then after that, you punch everything on a calculator and the answer will be reflected. So you just say 30 divided by 360 multiplied by 2. Okay, then multiplied by 3.142 multiplied by 6370, you are getting 3,335.8. Okay, so if you want, you can do it one by one. You still get the same answer. There is no harm on that one. You can still get the same answer. Okay, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 3.142. multiplied by 6370, you still get QR is equal to 3,335.8 kilometers. They are saying in kilometers. Okay. The next one, they are saying we calculate the distance RT along latitude 50 degrees north in kilometers. So TR. Now, TR here, you are dealing with a small circle, not a great circle. So if you are dealing with a great circle, you are going to say TR is equal to theta over 360 multiplied by 2 pi r cos theta. Okay, why are you saying cos theta? You are now dealing with a small circle, not a great circle. So you're going to say TR here, TR. T is lying in 50 degrees west and E is on 80 degrees east, R. So when you add these two, what are you getting? You get 120. So you're going to say TR is equal to 120 over 360 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3.142 multiplied by radius, it is 6370, okay, multiplied by cos. Cos what? It is cos 50. Okay, from there you punch everything on a calculator, which is 120 divided by 360, you get 0.33 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3.142 multiplied by 6370, then multiplied by cos 50. Okay, you are getting 8,576.7. So you're going to have TR is equal to 8,576.7 kilometers. This is your distance, done and dusted there. Okay, Next, it was question 12b, which is under mensuration. It was under mensuration. Okay, so 12b. The question was saying we calculate the value of r if the height of the cone from which the first term was made was 6 centimeters. So the cone was in this form. Okay, it was something like this. Then we were having a 2 centimeters here. Then after that, we are having the radius here, just r there. Then the height, they were saying from here to there, it was 3.6 centimeters. Okay, Roman numeral number 1. Calculate the value of r if the height of the cone from which the first term was made was 6 centimeters. So there was a height, the upper part, there was a height that was being cut. Now they are saying the total height from which the cone was made, it was 6 centimeters. Okay, now how are we going to find the radius here? You are going to use the ratios. So you say r over the 2 centimeters here. Okay, these two are what in radius. Then from there, you are going to use the what? The height. From the height of this cone, when it was complete, it was 6 what? Centimeters. And you have been given the height from here to there, which is what? 3.6. So what you are going to do to find the height of the small radius up there, you are going to subtract 6 minus 3.6. You are going to get 6 minus 3.6, you get 2.4. Okay, so the small height there, you say 2.4 over 6. Then after that, you cross multiply. 6 multiplied by r, you get 6r is equal to 2 multiplied by 2.4, you get 4.8. Okay. Then after that, you divide by 6 here and 6 there. 6 into 6, you have radius is equal to 6 into, okay, we can just multiply by 10. We have 68. Okay, so we get 0.88 centimeters. This was the radius. Please, you are free to use the calculator. This is paper 2. So the radius of the small part here, it was 0.8 centimeters. You have your 2 marks there. The second Roman numeral, it was saying we calculate the volume of the first term. How do we calculate the volume of the first term? Okay. Remember we said volume of the first term is given by 1 over 3 pi r squared h. Okay, this r squared, it is the big radius. And the big h here is the big height. Okay, minus 1 over 3 pi r squared h. The small r there, it is the small radius that you are having, and the big small h, it is the small height that you are dealing with there. Then from there you substitute. You have volume is equal to 1 over 3 multiplied by 3.142 multiplied by the big radius, it is 2 here. So you're going to say 2 to the power 2 multiplied by the big height. It is the height that you have been given in the question, which is 6 centimeters. So you say multiplied by 6 minus 1 over 3 multiplied by 3.142 multiplied by the small radius. Now, the small radius there is the one that you have calculated here where there is r. And the small radius is 0.8. So you are now going to say 0.8 multiplied by the height. The height is not this one, 3.6. The height is not 6. The small height now that we are going to use is the one that we get after subtracting the 6 minus 3.6, which is 2.4. So we are going to have the small height, which is 2.4. From there, you punch everything on a calculator. Please, paper 2, you can punch everything on a calculator at once and have the answer. Most of you say, no, paper 2, it is less time. You don't have less time there. You have enough time, whereby you can finish the entire paper in 1 hour, 30 minutes. So here you can now just punch everything at once. You just say 1 divided by 3 multiplied by 3.142. Then multiply by 2 to the power 2, multiply by 6 minus, punch everything at once. Minus 1 divided by 3, multiply by 3.142, 3.142, multiply by 0.8 squared. Okay, and then multiply by 2.4. We have 23.5. Okay, so volume is equal to 23.5 cubic centimeters. This was your answer, guys. Done and dusted. Okay.